scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. Scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm gonna pop it till I drop, cause I ain't dropping Miss Daisy. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I got a boast, I move like a ghost. Give them that Patrick Swayze's. All of them lost, they knew the cost. I chase them down, I'm the boss. Up in the circle, hitting that purple. If that don't work, maybe a perk. Or Madison High, that is the spot where I get paid every raise. Sign on my checks with a big X, then get up out of my space. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. All of my shit, always legit, it's just what my mama gave me. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. Call it a win, once I begin, I'ma do it for my baby. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I am the one, hot like the sun, winning the races that pay me. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. Hitting the throttle, popping the bottle, pour it on top of like gravy. It's never a cap, winning the snap, and no one got nothing to say. I'm in every place, taking every race, nobody can get in my way. Tapping the brake, first to the take, I never knew how to die. Give all the rest, all of my best, all of it takes running dry. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. You think you know how this will go, don't be so goddamn hasty. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'll see you there, blood in the air, victory's gonna be tasty. Crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Hello and welcome to the Left Lane Custom Chrome iRacing League, where we're going to be toting it up here tonight at the South Boston Speedway. I'm your host, Big Al. Got Kobe Jordan down in the booth, and I got my main man, James Watson, going to be sitting up in the booth. We're going to be bringing you all of the calls and everything in between here tonight as we get ready to go racing for what will be our second race here of the series. James, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, Big Al. This one's gonna be a wild one. You thought Charlotte was crazy? Man, you ain't seen nothing yet. South Boston is one of the most difficult short tracks on the service. It is very narrow, but still fairly high speed, despite being relatively flat and only about 4/10 of a mile. You're carrying a lot of speed through these corners, especially for a car like the street stock, and they tend to get really light on corner exits, so be careful. And as you see with where the walls are, if something happens on the straightaway, well, there's not a whole lot of places to go.
Tell you what, since you're already into it, let's go ahead and get the keys to the race. Why don't you walk us through them?
Yes, sir. Keys to the race. Number 1, brake control into turn 1. You gotta be careful on how much brake you put into it. You can't jump on them, otherwise it might kick out a little bit. These cars don't get into the corners here the greatest if you're not being careful. So if you're not keeping an eye on that, it's gonna bite you. Key number 2 is patience in traffic. Like I said, this track is narrow, and it's not always the easiest track to pass on. The middle line in defense is very powerful here, so it's going to take a lot to actually get the move cleared and completed. So we're going to probably see a lot of side-by-side racing, and you're just going to have to hope that you can get an opening or the car in front of you really starts to burn their stuff up. And key number 3, restart execution. Let's be real, there's probably going to be a couple restarts tonight, so making sure that you nail the jump, get through the gears as clean as possible, and not cost yourself any extra time and space that's already going to be hard to maintain.
All right, race detail, South Boston Speedway, 0.37 miles. Like we said, 150 laps here tonight. Fuel range, 90 to 100 laps, 5 sets of tires, 4 in the car, 1 over the wall. Air temps, 22 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees on the track, with a wind out of the west at 28 knots per hour under partly cloudy skies. Let's look at the points. This being our second event here, we will actually have points. Jordan Person right there, he's the man that's on top of the board with 38 points and the win. Olsen, Jordan, Norris, Wachinski. Tied for 4th will be Wachinski and Norris. Tied for 6th going to be Caudill and Gilbert. William Green, Dennis Howerson, and Scott Merrick are rounding out the top 10. Man, we're looking pretty good here. Getting ready to stretch this one out and getting ready to go racing. It's almost time for qualifications.
Yes, sir. And qualification is going to be so important. Like we said, track position is going to be at a premium, Big Al.
Yeah, definitely. And the one thing is you just want to try to find a way out of traffic, because no matter what, if you're in the middle, you guarantee that you're going to be swapping stickers down there, and that's not really going to be pretty all the time.
But it sure is exciting for us.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to give us hopefully quite a bit to talk about as the last 30 seconds of practice starts to tick down, getting ready to line up for qualification. James, who's your pick to win this thing tonight?
I'm gonna go with Paul Olsen. Paul almost brought it home last week. He's a bit on the lower end of the practice timesheets right now, but I think Paul has a great opportunity to bring home win number 1 tonight.
Ooh-wee. Kobe, who you picking tonight, boss?
Good evening, fellas. I completely forgot, so I absolutely have no one picked. So I'm going to take an easy route and take Jordan Person. About that. Why am I picking him? Well, he just did the fastest lap in practice, so why else would I pick anyone else? So Jordan Pearson, my pick. Over to you, Big Al.
All right, so we got Olsen person. Man, I tell you what, go ahead and give me Michael Wild. I'm going to live a little bit on the wild side here tonight. Those are our picks right there. Qualifying is underway right here. Got 326. That's who's on your screen. Peep him out. That is none other than Mr. Dennis Manti. You'll hear his name a lot this week if it's any kind of a reflection of it as it was last week. Lots to say about Manti. I hope I'm pronouncing his name. We slaughter names. When I say we, I mean me.
Oh, it's just not you on that front. Yeah, I can assure you of that.
Man, super excited here, especially with this thing running down in the left lane, and actually stoked to be here to be able to talk about left lane. And some people, we're going to get into this as we start racing here. Qualifying times coming through. Person on top of the board there with a 16.4. Olsen, not too far behind with a 15.5. And then Walters got a 16.6 outside of him. And Tay is going to be with a 7. Wallen's going to be with a 16.8. Gilbert, another 16.8. Gold at 17.0. And right now, Hedge with a 17.2. Those are the times that we got on the board. That's a nice smile.
Yeah, Hedge trying a different setup on the car that, yeah, not entirely sure if it worked.
He's trying that Reddick setup. Missing some fenders.
Yeah, Jordan Person so far, provisional pole sitter, going faster than he did in practice by a couple thousandths. So far, a full 10th over P2 Paul Olsen.
Yeah, but remember qualifying times. What's it really mean here? That's the question as we're looking at the number 1 car there, CTG, Combat Tested Gaming. We'll talk about that a little bit tonight, too. Qualifying well underway. Don't know if we're going to see anybody else coming back out onto the track. But so what do you think as you're looking at the qualifying times? Is that about par where we expect it to be, or we out of sync?
No, this is about what I was expecting. Olsen making a big jump from his practice time, gaining 0.2 alone off of what he did in practice to get onto the front row. A lot of the cars that were outside of Olsen that were up towards the front also qualifying near the front as well.
Yeah, and it's going to be exciting to see how this thing unpacks itself in the middle of the field. These turns treacherous. You talked about this all over your keys to the race. So it's going to be something else that we're going to have to really pay close attention to as we actually start to get ready for the race. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and take a step away, get some words from our sponsors, and we'll be back with the grid and the start of tonight's main event.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Guess who's back? That's right. It's me, it's you, and it's James. And now we got the lineup. It looks like Jordan Person's going to be on the pole with Paul Olson on his outside. Third place is going to show John Walters, and he'll have Dennis Mateo on his outside. And fifth place is going to show John Whalens, and he'll have Joseph Gilbert on his outside.
And then we have the 91 of Jonathan Gold in P7 and the 46 of Philip Carter rounding out row 4. Chase Hedge and Chris Norris round out the top 10. The 11 of the Wild Man, Michael Wild, and the 007 of Ryan Wayner in row 6. Rounding out the field, the 1 of Robert Cottle.
Man, tonight's going to be short track racing at its finest. That's what we're going to be bringing you, just waiting on the flag to go.
Sure, looks like everyone's... I am too. This one's going to be crazy. You thought last week's race was exciting. Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, expect mass casualties. Expect a lot of cautions. That's my call tonight. You know, this track in itself, driving by yourself, that's a lot. Driving in traffic, yeah, man, this thing's going to be anything but smooth. And there's nothing on the drivers. It's just a testament to how hard this track truly is to drive on.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that these cars tend to really get loose. And the way you have to drive Sobos, sometimes it just makes the car even looser. So throttle control is going to be the name of the game for everyone here. We're probably going to see a lot of solo spins that immediately turn into non-solo crashes.
It's going to be a buddy event for sure. Pace car off and away. Person lining us up through the Geico restart zone. Olsen on the side. Person on the loud pedal, he goes down to the inside, hooking it tight. 3 wide further back. Olsen falling into place. Ooh. Contact between the 326 and the 16. Who didn't see that coming?
Yeah, the 48 caught the wall off of turn 2, caught the wall off of turn 4. Already, the Phil Swift machine might need some flex tape already.
Yeah, but it's not affecting Jordan Person as he is solidly off to the front. Not even really having a lot of competition around him right now, allowing him to breathe as you're riding on board with the 48 as he gets into the 91. You can't turn him like that, son, but oh yeah, he did. Now they're both on pit road. Caution's not going to come out. That's going to be a costly one. The 48's going to be watching his 6 as he's going to be in grave danger of going a lap down. Caution is out now for the first time. Different car at the line. You're watching it right there. That's the 46 car.
Yeah, Philip Carter.
Philip Carter actually a late entrant to this competition. He actually came right in as we were away. He came in, snuck in the back door, got him a quick qualifying time in. Guess he was still a little bit cold. There's that single car spin. That's exactly what you were talking about. That's exactly what occurred. Now, these drivers do have a fast repair. What that means, well, we're going to give them a little bit of help. So each driver can totally crash and trash one vehicle, and they'll get another one back there behind the wall. So maybe if that car is not too badly damaged, he could get it fixed. If it is, though, he could take a quick repair. Brought to you by.
And I imagine he's absolutely going to need that fast repair. You saw pretty much the entirety of the front bumper was ripped off, and you have to be careful with these cars because the radiators or something in the cooling system is very sensitive. As you see Philip get that fast repair after overshooting his box a little bit. He's taking tires. That's not what you want to do here.
You want to push.
Yeah,
especially on this car, on this lap. This is all bad Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, you absolutely do need tires at a place like this, but yeah, by the
Not
time
that early.
yeah, and by the time they actually get the tires put on, he's probably going to lose an extra lap from it, and yep, there they go. Woof.
Well, maybe he did need tires because he did kind of spin that thing out a little bit. Now it looks like he's coming back down on pit road. Actually, he's trying to find the exit. He'll be going to the end of the longest line. Lights off on pace cars. Should be doubling them up. 1 to go here. Having a little bit of trouble getting the band back together. Pace car's going to be off and away. Person again leading us through that Geico restart zone. And he is on the pedal and away. Olsen. A little sleep balking there. Oh, we got contact. Got another car around.
91 again.
The 91 car. But no caution. He's going to have to get that thing back up to speed as we are now coming up to 10 laps in this contest. Jordan Purse is still up front, not enjoying the lead that he had. Olsen actually falling back, and I'm pretty sure that's Olsen probably going into conservation mode. He's just got to be careful as these guys go by him. The 22 car now, self-spin.
Oh, no,
that's going to put him dead center, start-finish line. That's going to bring out the second caution of the night. Going to watch that 22 there as he wasn't holding his mouth right. You know, looked at his drink, and then by the time he looked back up, buddy, she was gone.
Yeah, that is just rough to see. P2 just getting on it a little too hard.
She's gone. Gone.
Yeah, almost a carbon copy of what happened to Carter earlier.
Yeah, and you called that. You said we were going to see a lot of those. And fortunately, that one did not end up into more contact. That one's just a little bit of self-contact. So nobody's race threatened there. But, man, already 2 cautions on this thing, and we're just 14 laps in at the lead. If this is any kind of signal of what we're going to be going through tonight here, it's going to be a pretty long night there, James.
Yeah, the exodus of the corners here at Sobo, it kind of behaves like Dover in a way where you kind of jump out of the banking up onto the straightaway, and there's like a bump on the exit of both corners. So because of that, it always kind of lightens the car up. That's why it's not difficult to be side-by-side here, but it's terrifying to be side-by-side here because of that. And that's also why you see a lot of cars lose the rear on corner exit, is because it just lightens the car up so much coming onto the straightaway that if you're not keeping careful with your throttle input and already kind of anticipating that happening, it's going to bite you real quick.
Yep, 1 to go. Lights off on the pace car. You were watching Philip Carter. Actually, Joseph Gilbert run around as Joseph was recipient of the lucky dog there, so he actually got his lap back, which means we're 12 of the 13 cars that started this contest on the lead lap. Like I said, lights off on the pace car. He's getting ready to get down out of the way. Person again stacked him up. Now he's got Mante by his side as he comes into the start zone. On the pedal he goes. Mante, solid start with the 3.26. Now he's going into 1 slight contact with the 10. That's going to push him off up into the wall.
3. Oh, boy.
And now that 21 car is going to be trying to make his way down to 3.26. Now back underway. Manti is going to go ahead and close the door there and get that position sealed off from the 21 of Chase Haig.
Yeah, you saw there was a little bit of contact between the 10 and the 3.26, which got Manti real sideways off of the corner. It was a great job to gather it back up. Thought that was going to end really poorly, but a good piece of driving from Dennis to hold on to it and get it back under control.
Yeah, I tell you what, speaking of getting it back under control.
Oh, 46 around again, but it does look like...
That? Is there a caution?
Yeah.
Nope. 46.91. They got to keep it going. Now, the leaders are right behind these guys. Going to be reeling them in here pretty quick. You're watching a replay on your screen exactly what took place between those two guys. And here it is, 91 right into the back, and that sends them both around. They were synchronized spinners right there. That's not going to become an Olympic event. But back in real time, you're going to see these same two guys running for their lives because that lead back, that 14 a person, he has them in his line of sight. And when the leader comes up behind you and you're on that same straight together, you're in that same sequence of turns together, man, at that point, he's on your relative, he's on your mind, and you're in the way. So we'll be watching to see just how fair these guys play, if they're going to let him be on his way, if they're going to actually hold him back a little bit. Person now in the thick of it. Oh, we got another car. Going to be down and around. Looks like that's going to be.
Oh yeah, the 48. This might bring out a caution.
Oh, and he took the toe. No, Joe. No, don't take the toe. Caution out now. Third time. You're watching the 48 car right here coming back in that way back machine. As he comes around right there, you see it. The tail end starts to get out around, and he hard on the brakes. But at this point, she just kind of slides and sits back down on the curb there, and he locks it down. Good job. And then before he could hit the button, Earl beat him to it. Third caution.
Yeah, it was a great job to keep it out of the inside wall. Like with where he spun, it again being similar to what happened to the 46 and the 22. You thought for sure that the front end of that Flex Seal car was going to be ripped off, but it was able to kind of turn it back up the other way, keep it out of the inside wall. He's going to lose laps because of the toe, but he's not going to have to need to use that fast repair.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. He's not going to use the fast repair. There's enough cautions out here tonight where he should be able to get his lucky dog. Philip Carter would have been the lucky dog on that last lap. Did not see him pass around the outside. He still scored 2 laps down. Now Joseph Gilbert in that 48 machine, he's going to be scored some 4 laps down. Going to make that a little bit more complicated as the lights are getting ready to go out on the pace car here.
Yeah, I believe the 91 got the lucky dog because he had just been put a lap down by a person when the caution came out. So he's back on the lead lap, much to the chagrin of Philip Carter, who went around with him that last time before the caution came out.
Yeah, man. Congratulations there to Jonathan Gold. All right, 1 to green. Here we go. Lined up, doubled up. There he goes. There's that lucky dog. Now he's going to go around the outside. That is that 91 now. All debts are settled. Green flag racing. I don't think that's the way that was supposed to go. Not sure what happened there.
So he had already taken his lucky dog, so that was the second time that he went around. We got
a car around. Ooh, wait, that's the one car. Caution's out again. She's going to be getting the turn around the right direction.
And Jonathan Gold does in fact have a black flag, which I'm fairly certain is for passing under yellow and passing the pace car.
I mean, yeah, he passed the whole field.
Yeah,
like, what are you doing?
He's currently scored the leader.
Yeah. Come back. It's all good, man. Hey, look, we've all been on parade before when there was really no parade, right? Oh. So today is everyone's parade day. You have a parade just all by yourself. Congratulations. Let's get it done.
Yeah,
Speaking of getting it done, we're going to go ahead and let you unpack this real quick.
Yeah, you see contact between the 22 and the 1. Just knocks Caudill around and tries to save it back up the track. Hairy moment for everyone right there.
Yeah, man. And I want to talk a little bit about Left Lane Custom Chrome, the server here. that's in ATS. They're our core sponsors. First, I guess we'll have to talk about ATS, so we're going to have to kind of do this in spurts. But American Truck Simulator, I mean, if you don't know about it, look it up, because I'm going to tell you it'll change your life. Pace car lights off. Next turn, already starting to double them up. It's one thing we've been kind of struggling with is kind of getting the alignment right?
Yeah, we saw that a bit of an issue last week and made the restarts even crazier. Thankfully, we seem to have worked all of that out. Everyone's getting bunched up much quicker. Not seeing anyone come at mock Jesus. So yeah, much better for everybody.
Kudos to everybody. Lights off, pace car gone, 14 on the throttle. He's off and away. Bante going to duck down, going to secure second right there. Fanning out further behind. Still going to be a little bit too wide. Everybody trying to get in where they fit in. Person is on his way to 21 car, trying to find a spot. Is he faster than the 10? He doesn't want to get in off the wall just a little bit. That's going to leave just a little bit of markers. You're watching 11 dive down. And Olsen saves it.
Oh, my God.
He saves it to race again. Now he's going to repay the 11.
They both go around. And he gets hit by the
and Olsen takes it from the rear. Yeah. I mean, I think he was showing a little bit of just impatience there. And yeah, it's early on in this thing. There's plenty of room. 11 comes right in. I mean, he kind of drives through the 23. And Paul Olsen just not having it, so he just returns to favor.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe that one. And the poor 007 view to a kill on that one.
Yeah. Well, it's early, but tempers are still going to be where they're at. Pace car's back on. Person's lined up. 326 still where he needs to be. The 21 and the 10. Not much changed up front in the way of everything's going. The 22 car looking a little worse for wears, but he's still out there doing what he's got to do. Be watching to see who gets the lucky dog this time, because I don't think that was the way it was supposed to be done last time.
Yeah.
He weren't serving that. He's serving that. Looks like he might have been down serving his black flag when the caution came out. And if he were, then that's really going to work out in his favor.
And there goes Carter with the lucky dog back down to just one lap down. Yeah, that caution definitely has saved Jonathan Gould, so that way he's not having to lose any more laps. Because I imagine the penalties he's got are pretty hefty. So that works out well for him, that he can hopefully get those served and get back out pretty quickly.
Great news also, guess what? Every car we started the contest with is still on the race surface under its own power. That's right, we're 13 for 13, baby. Let's get it. Let's go. Lights off on the pace car. Now we're settled in 1 to green. Person, I tell you what, he is getting, a clinic right now on restarts. By the time this thing is done, he'll be clutch certified.
Absolutely.
Side by side they are. Pace car off and away. Person stacking them up to 326 on his outside. Person gone. Ooh, Manti trying to get in just a little bit too soon. Was not clear to leader. They made a little incidental contact. But now back together they shall be. Further back, still 2 wide by 2 wide all the way through the field. This is not meshing well. Almost a 3 wide situation is watching the 48 and the 4. That's going to cause the 4 car to get checked up. It's going to affect the 91 car, most of all the 007. He's now trying to find his spot in the line. 56 not wanting to get in, so he ain't going to fit in, but the 007 gets washed out. Now down to the low part of the track. Taking the same line as the 48 further in the back. And the 46 gets a little wobbly there. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby. The back up front, still the same story. Jordan person, and he is actually he's looking more comfortable out front than ever.
Yeah, he has almost a full second over the 326.
No, the 91 car's around. Sorry about that. He's going to kick it, get it going again. Missing most of the parts of the front end.
Yeah, I don't think he's used his fast repair yet, but next caution we get, he might have to. Oh, apparently he already has, so that is unfortunate. Ooh, yeah. See, gets loose, overcorrects back up into the wall, and there goes the nose.
We got the 48 car. He's back down on pit road.
Oh, yeah, you see the magic smoke being lit out of that car. That's a lot of damage.
Gonna have to unpack that, see what actually took place with him. This person still on the lead lap. We're watching the 48 right here. Comes into the turn and he just hooks it. Man, that's you rarely see those types of hook spins in these cars. That's very common with the Cup car, but you don't really see it a lot in these cars. But yeah, it's going to take a little bit more than Flex Seal to fix that one.
Yeah, and I can't say I'm surprised. Like I said, these things like to get loose, and they're not always the easiest to save. Yeah, you don't necessarily, they're not as easy to overcorrect as a next-gen car, but you absolutely can. And unfortunately, the 48 did.
Ooh, person really stretching his legs right now. And if
yeah,
we actually,
2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, and he's not showing any signs of slowing down, and he will eventually catch up to the 91 and have to deal with that as traffic. But right now, as long as everyone can keep their cars going straight, we could have a green flag run here. 56 on the inside of the 007. They're going to make no contact. Still good to go. Oh, 007 the end of the wall.
Yeah, no contact between the cars, but contact with the wall.
Yeah, the wall is not your friend.
Yeah, that's a Sobo car, that's for sure.
Yep. Watching a lot of these guys getting a little squirrely here. The 10 car, he is one in the same. Caution's out. Unpack that one. That's going to be. Yeah,
oh no! Oh boy! Whew!
Does Megan know you scream like that?
No comment.
Yep, self spin for 46 right there. And I was going to say great awareness.
Yeah. Thankfully, everyone was able to get by clean. But, oh, man, Big Al, you know as well as I do, whenever you see a car pulling a Yui at Sobo, it tends to not end well for a lot of parties. So, by the grace of God, we survived that, but I wasn't sure if we were gonna.
I tell you what, we've been throwing about everything at it we could find, and you're watching on your screen as the 91 car goes by. He's the lucky dog. That's Jonathan Gold going to be carving off yet another one of the laps he's down. Was scored at 3, now will be 2 laps down.
Yeah, Jonathan getting the lucky dog because the next highest car was Philip Carter, who did bring the yellow out. Obviously, you're not going to get the lucky dog if you're the caution or involved in the caution somehow, so that puts the 91 only down 3. As it looks like...
You know what? Plenty of racing left, though. Plenty of cautions left to be had.
Oh, no, and he's going to make the same mistake again.
What? Who is his spotter?
I don't know, but
you don't
get
2 laps back. You get 1 lap back. And I mean, I understand that. That could be confusing. And I'm looking, and I don't think he has been racing that long. So somebody should wrangle him in and tell him, like, you only get to do that once. I thought the penalty, the black flag, that'll let him know. Oh, 326, 21 contact, 326 stopped in front of the 56 into 10. That is going to be our small definition of the big one. Going to go ahead and unpack this again. Caution is out. 4 cars still scattered right there in the area. Oh, more than 4. Holy cow. It was a parking lot back there. The 21, the 56, the 10, the 11, the 91, all involved in that.
Yeah, I see 21 gets into Dennis, knocks him around.
Oh.
Dennis tries to save it back up the track. Nowhere for the 56 to go.
Yeah,
10
wow.
goes around as well. Yeah.
And then they all end up right there in one little cluster. That's awesome. Hey, well, a photo. Let's get a photo, guys.
I don't know if they want to remember this moment.
And you know what? We're having fun, and that's the name of the game. And as we were talk about American Truck Simulator, it's literally, you can have a big tractor trailer rig and enjoy that life all right there in the comfort of your home. And it's the most awesome thing. It brings truckers together, folks together from all over the world. And so through that, you'll find Left Lane. And Left Lane is one of the coolest servers out there. I believe over 10,000 people in the Left Lane server, where you just get together and share the enthusiasm and the love of the big trucks, just like you did when you were a little kid, you know, and they used to ride by and you got your little arm pumping out the window and the trucker's like, show me your tits. Yeah, something like that.
Right? I am simultaneously shocked I heard that and absolutely not surprised whatsoever.
Yeah, me neither. Some people. Pescar off the way.
What?
We were not lined up. The 14, hey, look, he did his best to stack it again. The 21 was behind when he should have been beside. I don't know. We'll unpack it later if it matters. But green flag racing, once again, the 14's out and away. We're already single file. Did we hit the point in the race where we're single file on the restarts now? 007 on the inside of the 46. That's for position. The 56 loose, but he's just chasing the 21 who was side-tailing it also. It's awesome to watch these cars, man, as these guys are literally pedaling these things around. And there's 1 to 10. He's into the wall. That's going to bring out yet another caution. But just when I was talking about pedaling the car, you'll be able to watch him do just that. James, you can talk us through it.
Yeah, you see, trying to work past the 46, almost a little bit of contact between those two. Whalen goes down in the corner, it slides up on exit on him a little bit. You saw he was wanting to try to keep it down on the inside line. Slides up, gets on the throttle just a little bit too much, and that's enough to send the rear of that 10 car around.
And that, my friends, is... Go ahead.
I was going to say, he made contact with the inside wall, but it didn't seem as bad as everyone else. The front bumper was still connected to it, but any type of front contact with these cars, it's terrifying because I don't know if it's the radiator or what, but when you get nose damage on this car, it's very easy for the temps to just shoot straight up. Like, even the slightest bit of contact sometimes is enough for your cooling system to just completely give up. Obviously, it doesn't seem to be as bad this time around, given all the car's front end damage and only one of them actually blowing up, which is the 48, but that was from other contacts, so... Yeah, I don't know if it was a bug they fixed, but that's definitely something you got to keep in mind.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say that is the true definition of a South Boston, right? Or Boston. I don't know how they say it, but that spin is that's what we're going to call it from now on. That's a true South Boston. Lining this thing up again, lights off on the pace car. 22 stacking it in the way back. I think the 22 and the 21 are in different positions. The 21 elected to go down low. That's going to that's where the confusion was. All right, 14's on the pedal. As soon as he's in the zone. Now he gone. Green flag out yet again. 22 car still high. Ooh, 007 tags the 56 to 56. Couldn't get it right. He's just below the line. No caution just yet.
Oh, no!
Not more contact between the 56, and that's going to be between him and the 91 teammate. Still no caution. 56 got to get on the pedal there because the leaders will be coming around his way. That's going to cost the 91 yet another lap. Now Jonathan's some 12 laps down, 11 laps down. It's a learning experience.
That it is. Unfortunately, he learned the hard way.
Well, you know,
Nice.
we're here to have fun, right? That's the whole point of this. The guys just come out and just get the race around a little bit and, you know, tear it up.
Absolutely.
You tear it up. It ain't costing you nothing.
See, the 22 still having a good run despite all that nose damage. Battling the 21 for P2.
Yeah, now watching it, Dennis Mantias, we're halfway through this thing, and he is now 11 laps down, still making his way off of pit road. And it's amazing how quick your luck can turn. Oh, the 007's around in front of the field. They go around. Caution comes out. He's going to be looking for a new nose. I want to give a big shout out to Fred the Flagman tonight.
Oh! Insult to injury. Oh, that left front is smashed. That is wobbling around.
Yeah. Give a big shout out to Fred the Flagman tonight. He's really getting it done in there.
Oh my God. Oh, that could have been way worse than what it was.
That was a South Boston.
And then one more
That's the
South
South
Boston for
Boston.
the road.
I mean, ouch.
Yeah.
And you know that sums up the night, right?
Pretty much, as we see the 10 coming around to get the lucky dog, I believe.
007 in the road with the 91 and the 56. They're camping. Not sure what that was about. They're still camping. Car parts flying off as they're not. What are you guys doing? You're gonna have to do something. You can't park there. You can't park there. We're gonna have a delayed green as we had the 56 cars making out with concrete on the backstretch. Still one to go. Trying to get the field reunited. 3 cars only up with the pace car. That was what I would imagine if you farted in a can and shook it up and sprayed it. That's what that was.
Yep. Sure thing.
Like, what?
Oh.
All right, now we're trying to stack them up again. Delayed yellow, like we said. But look, we're over halfway through this thing. Guys will be good to go on fuel all the way through the end. So that's one less button you got to check, and it takes a while to get the fuel in. Pace car off and away. Person once again on the pedal. He's got the 22 pushing the back. 21's going to be up high on the outside there. That's Chase Haig. 14's off and away. 21 and the 22 trying to sort it out. 22 still going to be on the inside. It's amazing how much speed and performance he's getting, even though he's missing that entire front clip.
Oh!
It's going to close the door there on the 21 car. 21. He's back
hang
in
on
South
to her.
Boston. That was the North Boston right there. Way to go, buddy. Way to keep it pointed the right way. 91 car, he's down. Back onto the caution slip. Man, lots going on here. Lots going on.
Yeah. Paul, that I imagine, is just trying to hang out in the back and just stay out of anything. He is the first car 1 lap down and the only car 1 lap down, so just waiting for the next caution to come out, hope he's not involved in it, and get back on the lead lap. Only the top 5 on the lead lap right now.
Yeah, we totally been chipping away at that slowly. You know, it doesn't take much to go a lap down. Oh, 21 car, he's off, gonna be into the wall on the corner. Looks like he's going to glance off, though, and continue going forward. That could have been ugly.
Absolutely. And you saw he spun kind of down on the apron, so no caution came out because iRacing deemed him out of the racing surface. So system keeps it green for now, much to the chagrin of Paul Olsen.
Yeah, Olsen allowing the 10 car to go by. John Whalen is on a lead lap and Olsen is not. Paul just needs to keep his head out of trouble, keep his fenders, from touching anything, and he'll actually get his lap back. I mean,
yeah,
this is the nervous point, when you're the lucky dog candidate, and you're like, man, you just don't want to be involved in the next one.
Yeah, because you essentially have to be perfect to hold on to the lucky dog. If you get anything, even like a slight 0x tap, if a caution comes out, it will take the lucky dog from you because it will consider you part of the wreck. Even if you just lightly tap the wall or something trying to get out of the way, if it registers something, you're out of luck. So that's the thing that Paul Olsen is having to keep an eye on here.
Green flag racing continues. You're watching Paul Olsen, speaking of the man right there on your screen. I'm driving that Pabst Blue Ribbon car. Isn't that amazing? Doesn't that make you just want a PBR? Ice cold PBR.
Sure.
If you say no, you never had one. That's all I can say about that.
I'm not much of a beer drinker. Contact between Heg and the 46.
I think he was just kind of telling him to get out of the way.
Philip currently 2 laps down. Heg on the lead lap. See a battle for P2. Caught all over the back of John Walters.
Yeah, this is the time where you have to pick your battles, number one, and just be patient, number two. Yeah, this is not the time to get angry and try to retaliate. Because I'm going to tell you, if you're not perfect on every entrance, on every exit at this track, it's going to tell on you, just like you see happening on your screen right there.
Yeah, he was not perfect on that exit, but a near perfect save. I don't even think he made contact with the wall. Good work by the one to keep it under him.
Ooh, 46 bobbling. 10's coming by, no contact. He just lost it again, but self-corrected to self-spin. As long as you can do that, baby, we'll keep it green. person just, man, he's putting on a clinic.
Yeah, almost 4 seconds, just absolutely dominating this race. Oh, 46 is going around on the front stretch.
Caution. Let you unpack that one, James. You were there live when it happened.
Yep. Oh, no! Oh, boy. Yep, it's just another Sobo. Gets loose off a turn. I believe this is a lap 4. Oh, that's much earlier in the night, as you saw the 007 going around. He is no longer in the race, Ryan Wayner. Right now, here we go. See, car already starting to wiggle, and around she goes.
And just like that, Paul Olsen, he's a lucky dog getting his lap back. Now that's going to put 5 cars on the lead lap.
Oh, meanwhile, I think Robert Cottle came down to take tires or something, and it looks like he's going to lose a lap because of it. There's the pace car and the one coming off a pit road right now.
Yeah, that's going to leave 5 cars on the lead lap. Man, he could have did anything. 48 laps to go. I mean, that's gonna go by pretty quick, especially with the field getting smaller and smaller. Lights off on the pace car. We're lining them up one more time. Still waiting to get that bottom lined up.
Yeah, these green flag runs are starting to get longer and longer.
Indeed. Pace car going, person lining it up. The 22 trying to deep stage, might find himself with a black flag. Gonna have to watch out for that one. Person perfectly executing the restart on that one. I think he'd been watching what the 22 car was gonna do, and he just got him at the last minute. You can't cross the line in front of the leader, ladies and gentlemen. I don't, no matter who you are, that's the one thing you can't do. So we'll be watching 22 car. He is going to have to come down and serve that.
Actually, no black flag. There is a lot more leniency on a mid-race restart. If this was the initial start, absolutely that would have been the black flag. But you actually can pass the leader at the line if they still launch first, which he technically did. So yeah, but it's not gonna last long, as there goes person taking the lead back.
And I'm gonna tell you, this is the best smoked crow that I ever had, man. I love crow. Oh God. I don't think Kobe knows what that means. So in America, Kobe, if you say something and you're blatantly wrong, which I often am, my shrink even says it, I'm seldom right but never in doubt. But if you just are blatantly wrong like that, you have to eat crow. That's what we call eating crow. Ooh, 21 to 22.
And they say it.
Self-correct themselves. Keeping it going in the right direction. This is not over yet. There's a 22 car. He's going to come right back on the inside. Still no caution. He's still pointing in the right direction. That definitely was a little bit of get off me.
Yeah.
And that's going to send the 21 back further in the line. Now you got Olsen coming into the picture.
Oh, and he's going around.
Oh, yeah. Now that's going to bring out a caution.
Oh, boy. Well,
Getting
this
a little sporty up here.
yeah, some unhappy drivers out there. See 22 going for the opening, and yeah, I don't think lifting was in his mind whatsoever
He was going
after
for the
what happened.
retaliation. He was not looking
Yep.
for the opening.
No, he wasn't. But
And then
Robert
21, he tries to go back and hunt, and ultimately just got out into the loose stuff, and he finds himself wagging his own tail. But here we go now. This is getting more and more dynamic. Now, Caudill is the recipient of the lucky dog, so that will actually put us with 6 cars back on the lead lap. So we're doing better. Now, John Walters will be the next one. He's in the 22 car. What?
So he's passing the pace car. I'm not entirely sure if iRacing is telling him to do that, because it looked like the pace car was ahead when he got off pit road. So, yeah. The 22 might be in trouble here. We'll see. So I believe second place is going to be the 10.
1 to green. Pace car off and away. 10 car staging back. 14 on the pedal. And we are off and going. 10 car up high. Off the throttle there. Kind of just want to fall back in. Person's picking right up where he left off. And he is going to be on the move. Watching that 22 car. Go ahead.
And unfortunately, my suspicions were correct. Black flag, 22, John Walters.
Yeah, 22 car just ducked off. He is now serving that black flag under green conditions, which means he's just going to watch his lap counter go up.
Oh,
up,
46. Up. Carter hangs onto it. No caution.
He's on the Dramamine tonight. Those guys have been on a merry-go-round, kind of to say the least. But Person off and away to 21, just doing his thing right now. Okay? Then you got the 10. And you're going to be watching Olsen as he's going to be trying to make his way up. And the reason why I'm pointing this out, because with 30 laps to go, this is where you kind of just want to definitely stay out of the way and not get caught up in the accident. But you're just waiting to see, because the leaders are going to run into lap traffic regardless. So they're going to be dodging a lot of missiles.
Yeah, and you see Olsen battling with Wild. Michael Wild 6 laps down right now. Oh, it's the 46 has gone around again.
And the 21 and the 10, I mean, these guys are struggling, and Olsen's right here. I mean, he is playing the role of the shark, just kind of sitting back watching, hiding behind the 11 even. I mean, look, if he could pack up those 2 cars right there, he's looking at a third place finish. And he's definitely going to be posturing to do just that.
Yeah, Wild trying to see if he can get past these 2 and then maybe get past the 14 and get one of his laps back.
And this is the part here that we're gonna have to call out, right? And I didn't want to say anything, but Michael, you got to get out of the way. If you got 2 lead lap cars that are battling each other, you're not going to gain anything by passing a 10. Olsen displaying his frustration as he's kind of falling back, not wanting to get caught up.
Well,
even in the emotion.
I don't know if it's necessarily trying to get by the 10, more of trying to not let the 23 by. I am Imagine there's
Into the wall.
that is hard inside contact. Yeah,
No
I'm
caution, so we're going to continue. Go ahead.
yeah, because let's not forget those two did share a couple of moments with each other earlier in the race. So you imagine that there's both of them are still feeling some type of way about that.
Both the, who?
Oh no!
The 10 snaps
The
it.
10.
He's into the wall. Caution's out. That's not going to buff out.
No.
We're totally going to, yeah. You were saying somebody had an altercation with each other. Which cars are you referring to? As you're watching the 10 on your screen.
Wild and Olsen.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say this about that, right? One of us is 8 laps down. One of us is on the lead lap. In what universe are you racing for position if you're in between 2 lead lap cars?
Yeah, it's not always about racing for a position. Sometimes it's sending a message. At least we assume. Obviously, we have no way of knowing what for sure is going on.
I
We're
just know what
speculating at this
happened.
point.
No, I'm only calling what I saw. I'm not speculating. It's not speculative. I'm saying that the 11 car was in between the 10 and the 23, and he was racing hard. Is that not what you observed?
Correct.
Okay, that's all I said.
Now it's going to be interesting to see how much that damage is going to affect the 10. I imagine he already used his fast repair earlier in this race, so he's going to have to nurse that 10 car home.
Yeah, 19.
Top 3 still hold on to their fast repairs.
All right. Lights off on the pace car. Time to stack him up. This is going to be a different lineup. Olsen now finds himself up into the top 4, somewhere he hasn't been for quite a while. And these 4 right here, this is where the battle is going to be. You also got the 10. He is right back there. He's still in it. But when this flag falls 18 laps to go, person off and away. Now it's go time. It's the 22 giving the 10 a gentle nudge, but the 14, he needs no encouragement. On the pedal he goes. Off and away he is. Down to the inside. 21 car still staying high, trying to find some grip, trying to find his way around the 1. Gets loose. Pedals through the turn. 14 still super fast.
One's doing a good job keeping connected with them so far, though.
22 around. He kept it straight. 46 is going to have to go up high on him. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
Ooh, 21 pedal, pedal, pedal. 46 pedal, pedal, pedal. We're going to be fighting to try to keep this thing green all the way through. Olsen now sitting, Olsen now sitting back and forth. He's just taking his time. Watching the 21. I'm still thinking 21 car. He is still wanting a Sobo. That's just, I mean, so we're going to be watching that.
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised with that. The big slide and spin he had about a caution or so ago, you know that was not kind to those rear tires, so he's having to deal with that while trying to wheel the heck out of it and hold on to a top 3 spot.
Yeah, just like that. 10 laps to go at the line. Putting in work. 14's led the majority of the laps here tonight. Now he's getting a little bit of breathing room as the 10 and the 22 slowly going to be backing off. But the one's on the hunt, that's Ryan Caudill. Caudill qualified all the way back in 13th. That's making him the biggest mover of the night here.
Yeah, biggest mover, and it's not even close. Up 11.
Yeah, indeed. Person making magic happen lap after lap inside the top 10. 7 to go at the line. So as long as there's really no one is on top of anybody, there's no battles for position. So as long as everyone keeps it straight, this should be how the story plays out. Calder doing an amazing job of coming from last all the way up to second place. But Person is literally, he's been almost perfect. Now Calder does have the fastest lap of the last time, but John Walters has the fastest lap overall with a 16.322.
Yeah, give Caudill some credit. He is still not letting Person run away. He's been keeping it at about 7/10 or so pretty much this entire run.
Yep, 4 to go right now. Olsen slowly moving up on the 21. He might try to make his move with 3 laps to go coming up. Person just has to keep doing what he's doing. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can say about that one. Woo! Man, these guys are literally manhandling these cars right now. I mean, trail-breaking sensation.
Oh, we got a caution.
And that is going to stack us up. It's going to be the green-white checker here tonight. Did you see the 22 car? Making more mistakes and bad decisions.
Yeah, that looks like big junk for Walters. And, oh.
Yeah, I don't think that car was handling its best.
I'd say you're right on that one.
Yeah, so we're going to be lining up for our first green-white checker here tonight. Do believe we have 3 on the docket. Hopefully we won't need them all, but this is when it really comes. This is when it's time to shove, because you're short track racing 3 laps to go. Once that green flag comes out, you don't have any other time to make your move. So it's going to have to be as soon as you're on that throttle, you got to commit, whether that's the low line or the high line.
Yeah, and needless to say, this is the last thing Jordan Person wanted to see.
Of course it is.
Cruise control. He had a 1.2 second advantage when that caution came out. There goes Lucky Dog, Philip Carter. He is now only 13 laps down.
Yeah, Carter, late entrant, but he still did qualify. You know, that qualifying effort started them off in 8th place, so not a bad night for those guys overall. Started this thing off in 8th. They're currently in 7th. Hey, look, they gained 1, right?
Yeah, and he's guaranteed to be no lower than that P7 spot he's running in. And in fact, he might get John Walters for 6. I don't know. I think he might be 1 lap short if we don't get another green-white checkered attempt.
And that's a top 10, folks. I don't care how you count it. Lights off on the pace car. We are lined up, getting ready to do business, hopefully for the last time, as we're watching Person take us through. And he is off and away. The 1 got bumped by the 23. He was not ready. That's causing Olsen to check up a little bit. Olsen now going to try to dive deep in. The 10 car right beside him underneath. As the 21 car goes up, Carson's going to come out. And then for no reason whatsoever, the 1 car makes contact with the 23. Those two should have not been touching. They should have played that like, you know, their cousins or something.
Yeah, not the greatest of restarts from Cottle. 21 trying to take the spot back, and
Yeah, he was not clear.
yeah. Then yeah, you mentioned it, Big Al. Cottle and Olsen made contact, but 46 kind of saved the day for Paul Olsen, straightening him back out.
Yeah. And just like that, we get another set of chances. Gonna be the second attempt of a green-white checker.
And the 11 car is around. Oh, wait, what?
The 1 and the 10. I guess that does make 11.
Okay, then. Oh, no. Oh, good Lord. Oh, dear.
Oh, we got one that's gone up in smoke. Man, that's going to be none other than the 91. Yeah, the 91 of Jonathan Gold. Man, almost had enough to get it done. You'll see right here the moment that she go boom.
Oh.
Lights off on the pace car. We are lined up. Person still down on the inside. Got the one called ill on the outside. 14's gone. The one car still trying to figure it out. Olsen dives down to the inside. Caldell's going to come down. He's going to protect. Now they're chasing the 14 car. Olsen trying to get lined up. Olsen loses a little bit there in the turn. That's going to cost him the check up. The one car definitely on the bead trying to catch the 14. Olsen doing his best to keep it pointed in the right direction. The 14's off and again too strong for the one. This is the last lap. White flag's out. Caution, checker flag's next. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. She's in the books. Congratulations to Mr. Jordan Person. He's going to be your left lane custom chrome series winner here tonight. That actually makes it back to back for Mr. Person. I think he's found himself a honey hole.
Yeah, dream start to the season for him and an absolutely dominating performance.
Yeah, so watching him do a much deserved celebratory burnout. Actually got a little Kawiki going on there. I'll be dang, that is the Polish victory lap, if I'm correct.
Yes, sir. You'll love to see it.
While he's running around there celebrating his time, we're going to go ahead and run through the roster here. Jordan Person, your leader. Robert Caudill coming across the second. Third place shows Paul Olsen. Fourth place, John Whalen. Fifth place with Chase Hedge, and Philip Carter was in sixth.
And then in seventh is the 22 of John Walters, the 11 of the Wild Man, Michael Wild in eighth. 91 of Jonathan Gold brings it home ninth. Chris Norris rounds out the top 10 with Ryan Wayner, Dennis Mante, and Joseph Gilbert rounding out the field.
And with that done and our lineup complete, let's go ahead and take a brief step away, get some final words from our sponsors, and we'll be back with our post-race show.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Guess who's back? Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell. We are back with the post-race show. Standing by, there's James Watson, and he's got third place finisher Paul Olsen.
Yes, sir. Paul, great run out there. First of all, just kind of take us through your night. There's definitely a lot you had to dodge out there. Definitely a really chaotic race tonight.
Yeah, I knew it would be. This is a tough track. Yeah, I mean, it really is. I'm tired. Yeah, got into it with the 11 there a few times. Other than that, that was pretty clean. I got into a little bit there at the end. I think the 46 straightened me back out. Other than that, I just tried to stay away from people. I wasn't that fast. You know, I wish I was faster, but I couldn't figure this track out.
Yeah, it's definitely not the easiest track, both to drive and kind of, you know, as we said, survive. Take us through kind of avoiding some of the stuff, because it looked like a lot of people were getting loose off the corner entry.
Yeah, it seemed after about 15 laps or so, if you gave it too much throttle off the corner, you were almost like Dover. You were going down into the inside wall and you couldn't stop it.
Yeah, and finally, just take us through what was your mindset going into the final green-white checkers. Did you have any sort of plan going there for you, or was it just kind of hold on and hope for the best?
Well, after I finally got back in the lead lap, I was really wanting a restart to get, you know, on the inside. And I was outside every time, but the last restart I was finally able to duck down to the inside right away, which helped me get up to third. But inside is definitely where you wanted to be.
Absolutely, and it was a fantastic race for you tonight. Good job keeping the points close with Jordan there. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
I'd like to thank Left Lane Racing for putting this on. Big Al and Kobe and yourself up in the booth. It's really is a fun league. I wish we could get some more people in here. It's a rookie league, so you have to just, you know, be patient. There's going to be some mistakes, but come and join us, guys, if you're watching.
Absolutely. We appreciate you, Paul, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right, that was Paul Olsen, your third place finisher. Been interviewed by our very own James Watson. Now I'm standing by Mr. Robert Caudill.
Hola.
What's going on there, Robert Caudill? How you doing this evening, sir?
Doing wonderful.
First off, I want to give you a big congratulations for being our biggest mover, starting this thing all the way back in 13th. Bringing it home in P2, man, putting the work in tonight. Let's talk a little bit about that. How hard was it actually battling through this field here unscathed and getting all the way back up to the front? Because I don't even think you utilized your fast repair.
I did not utilize a fast repair. I accidentally gave myself two right sets sitting in the pits user error. It happens. But I do want to say that it was very difficult maneuvering through the field because we had a lot of people who were beating and banging and wrecking, and it was a whole lot of defensive driving out there. Maintaining my lane, hitting my marks, and staying true.
That's awesome, man. It was great actually watching you guys down there. It did look like you were having a little bit of fun, and kudos to you for actually being able to master, such a treacherous little track. That's what we're going to call this one. So as you were going through preparation for this, I mean, what were you hoping to come out of tonight with?
Podium, top 3.
All right, so
that's
you
literally. I went in. I felt like I had a really fast car. We put in a lot of work in practice. Putting in the work. Combat tested game, and we have practice sessions where we were able to open up the track for ourselves and try to put in some kind of mock setup so we can at least get some type of practice laps in as a team. Really proud of my team coming out and supporting it. So good to see the veterans come out and support you guys.
Absolutely. You mentioned combat tested gaming. I'm going to give you an opportunity to give a plug out to CTG here tonight as part of your shout outs here for your second place overall finish.
Awesome. Well, yeah, combat tested gaming. It is the VFW's real shot at ending the 22, if you get what I'm saying. It is a virtual community. It's on a Discord. Basically, it's a peer support network, if you want to call it that, or a peer support Discord. Bunch of veterans getting around gaming, having a unique bond. You can find it at discord.gg/combat tested gaming. Thank you for the plug. I appreciate it.
Hey, not a problem, boss. And congratulations again. As I always say, don't party too hard.
All right. Well,
all right.
Hopefully we don't have a target on our back next race. It sure feels like it. We got a lot of heat on our collars, that's for sure.
You guys definitely going to have a lot to uphold there. Good marks.
Thank you.
All right, that's Robert Caudill, our second place finisher here tonight. Next, we stand in the booth, joined in the booth by none other than Mr. Jordan Person.
Hey guys.
Jordan Person, Big Al up in the booth. You got me.
Yes, sir.
Well, first off, I want to say congratulations to you, sir. You showed up here. You had the fastest car through practice, the fastest car through qualifying. This is your second win in a row. I mean, at some point, does it start to feel like you're taking candy from babies?
Not really. They're putting up a little bit of a fight.
A little bit of a fight indeed. Well, this one you actually got to sit out front for most of the contest. And I know I can only imagine the frustration that you felt as this thing is getting down to 30 to go, 20 to go, 10 to go, and we just couldn't get it wrapped up. Cautions kept coming out. What are some of the things, what were your biggest frustrators here tonight and some of the things that you actually maybe even learned?
Honestly, I was just relaxing the whole time, other than the only thing that really got to me was the 22 jump in the start. That's the only thing that really got to me.
Why don't you talk us through that a little bit? Because I had a nice crow sandwich as a result of that. So what happened?
I was just trying to wait till the green flag came out. Then I seen the 22 hit the gas, and there's nothing I could do to get him to stay behind me after that. So I just had to fight my way back to first.
Yeah, thank goodness that didn't take not long at all. Definitely showing up, like I said, the dominant car, the fastest performer overall. Who you shouting out here tonight for this just totally dominant performance?
Definitely you guys for making such a great broadcast, and TWRS, RTT Trucking, and just my teammates.
All right, boss, as I always say, don't party too hard, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys later.
All right, that was Jordan Person, the fastest overall car here tonight, and your winner. Whew. Now, I want to give special thanks out to Mr. Tyree, who's a league owner, to Mr. Watson and Mr. Jordan. Also want to give a special shout out to our sponsors, but I'll do that here in a moment. First, James, what are your final thoughts?
Oh yeah, this one was a wild one. This definitely everything that was advertised, but another fantastic job from Person, and he's definitely started this season off exactly how you want to, and see if he can continue this momentum next week for, where are we next week? Concord! Oh boy.
What's wrong with Concord? I guess we're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah.
All right, James, thank you. I also want to give a special shout out to our sponsors, man. I want to thank Left Lane for actually letting this come together, the Left Lane Custom Chrome in ATS, man. Like I said, make yourself familiar. We'll work on getting some ATS commercials. Also, CTG, Combat Tested Gaming, another great organization. I'm a member of both of those, so I'd strongly encourage them. I want to give a shout out to TWRS for giving us the plug on the sponsor. I think he's offering 10% Team Watt Spin. I just said it, so it's got to be true. There it is right there. Use code WattSpin39 for 10% off at checkout. TeamWatsonRacingSetups.com. All right, and thank you guys for joining us. Thank the drivers and their families. And, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this as much as we did, and we'll see you all back here next week.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.